So glad you found us here at Modeling Manhood, where we talk about the Bible and a story from my life and kind of mix the two together. So welcome if this is your first time. If you're a seasoned veteran and have been joining us every day, please be sharing these with those that you think would get some value out of them. So here we go. Today's story is about taxes. I have my Bible here sitting on top of a pile of paperwork and a box of receipts that I need to go through for 2023. So real exciting night ahead of me here, getting ready for that appointment. In Matthew 22, verse 15, the title is Temptation by the Pharisees and Herodians. Verse 15, then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle Jesus in his talk. And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that you are true, and teaches the way of God in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men. Tell us therefore, what do you think? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? So they're asking him and trying to trick him up and find, is it right for you to pay taxes to Caesar there in verse 17? They're saying, what do you think? What do you think, Jesus? And trying to get him tangled up in his words. But Jesus perceived their wickedness, so he already knew what they were thinking and what their goals were, which was really cool. And this is what he says, why do you tempt me, you hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny, and at that time it would have been a denarius. And he said unto them, whose image and subscription? So he's asking, what is the image on this penny or denarius? And they said unto him, Caesar's. Then he said unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things which are God's. And I think he really stumped them that day because they were trying to get him to say what the world thought about taxes. And he said, give unto the government, give unto Caesar what is owed Caesar, and then give unto God what is owed God. So if you think about Old Testament and throughout Scripture, they talk about the tithe, or the first fruits are given unto God. But we also are required to pay our taxes. Our freedoms come at a price. And that price is men and women who have given their lives, men and women who are servicemen in other fields other than the military, whether it's law enforcement or firefighters. And those taxes keep government running. They make sure our municipalities don't get piled up with garbage. Make sure that our roads are taken care of, whether you have a lot of potholes or not. Make sure our transportation infrastructure is all taken care of. And they also take care of foreign affairs. Things like our border, which is a whole topic in itself. How we are dealing with fellow believers in other countries, or how are we taking care of our citizens in different embassies throughout the world. So all that requires money to operate. And that money comes from taxes. Whether you enjoy paying your taxes or not, each time you go to the grocery store or buy something, or if it's just tax time, that requirement from us is what enables us to have our freedoms in this country. So when you guys are working on your taxes this year, think about what the government provides for you and how much we have to be thankful for in this country. Why do you think so many people are flocking to this country? We are the land of the free and the home of the brave. We have liberties and freedoms that most of the world is jealous of, quite frankly. So we have a lot to be thankful for. And if you are a believer, make sure you're giving to God your time, your talents, and also of your money. And just He is going to bless you when you do those things. So verse 22, after Jesus had said, give unto Caesar's, or the government what is the government, and give unto God what is God's. When they had heard this, so this is Pharisees, when they heard this, they marveled, and they left him, and they went their way. And I'm sure they had a lot of other questions for God that day, God's Son there, Jesus Christ, that they would have liked to stump him with. But I think the way he answered that question, like he did so often, he just left the people, it says, marveled. Have you ever been in a situation where you were just like overwhelmed and you couldn't say anything? You were just in awe. And I think the men there that were trying to trip him up, when God gave Jesus those words to say, "Why do you tempt me, you hypocrites?" They were sent away, kind of put their foot in their own mouths that day. So thank you guys for joining us. One thing that we like to do after we get our taxes done, my wife and I, is go out for dinner. We have a little restaurant that we enjoy going to, and kind of a tradition just to celebrate getting through another year and getting through tax time every year. So hopefully you guys will see some good in paying your taxes. Thank you for our government, for all that you guys do, for our men and women in service, whether it's the military, law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs. So many of you guys put your lives on the line every day, and I just want to say thank you to you guys. Remember to mirror your maker and journey with Jesus each day.